Hello, History and Bricks here. I'm ranking every single state capital in the Union. So we're starting off with West Virginia. It's like any other state capital, has the basic format. I like the dome with the gold and black. I'm just gonna have to give it a B tier. Wish it could be more special. Arizona. So this does not really resemble the basic format for a state capital. It looks similar to like a Spanish palace. I like it. I'm gonna have to give this A tier. Not exactly S tier, but it's A tier. It's better than West Virginia. Michigan. Again with the regular format for a state capital, except it has a skinnier dome. It's okay. I'm gonna have to just give it B tier. Georgia. Again, regular format. But I like the golden dome and the spires. I'm gonna have to give that like an A tier. Wyoming has like a western atmosphere with the with the state capital. Even though it's the regular format, I like it. I'm gonna have to give this high S tier. A tier, I meant. Illinois. I'm not the largest fan of it. I'm not the biggest. But it's not the worst. I'm just gonna have to give it C tier. It's not that great. Rhode Island. It looks like a temple. It looks like the Taj Mahal in India. At least it's different. B tier. Kansas. Regular state capital format, except it has a massive dome. B tier. New York. So this is different from the regular state capital format. It looks like a palace that you find in Europe. I like it. I'm gonna have to give it S tier. Kentucky. Again, regular state capital format, except there's like barely any windows. C tier. Arkansas. Regular state capital format, except it looks like the US state capital. It's all white. And that dome looks kind of weird. I'm not the biggest fan of it. C tier. New Hampshire. It's a lot smaller than all the other state capitals. And I like the golden top. I'm gonna have to give this high B tier. Missouri. It's just a shrunken down version of the US state capital. Nothing really special. C tier. Connecticut. It looks like it was trying to aim for what New York was aiming for, that like kind of palace that you can see in the bottom half of the structure. But it just looks ugly. And there did the dome of like Georgia. No, this is like D tier. I'm not a fan of it. New Mexico. They weren't aiming for that regular state capital format, but looks ugly. It looks like a gymnasium or a YMCA. F tier. Indiana. Regular state capital format, except with a small dome. C tier. Nebraska. Looks like one of those college towers. It's different. Not the largest fan of it, but it's not bad. High B tier. Wisconsin. Has a regular state capital format, except it's different. It has little 4 parts. I like it. A tier. Iowa. It looks like they were trying to aim for that palace look that New York did, and it looks like they were aiming for that Georgia top. That, and it's a lot better than Connecticut. Not the greatest, but not the worst. C tier. Minnesota. There's those spires around the dome. I like it. I like detail. It looks good. A tier. California. Standard U.S. Capitol top, except the top is gray. C tier. Idaho. Has that western look that Wyoming does, except it's like the U.S. Capitol. It's good, but it's not the best. Why? Oof. It looks like it's straight from the 60s. Not great. F tier. Utah. Massive building. It's really gray. C tier. Colorado. I like it. I like the... Looks like they were aiming for that gray, that Utah, except it's way better. There's more contrast with the golden top. I like it. S tier. It actually points up for Wyoming. I really like it. Alabama. Really white. Not too much detail. It's small. High C tier. Alaska. It looks like an office building. It looks like an office building that was built like in the turn of the century. And there's going to be a lot of like office looking buildings on this tier list. It looks okay. I'll prefer it's something different. I say B tier. North Dakota. This just looks like a standard office building. At least Alaska had some detail. D tier. Nevada. It looks like it's aiming for that colonial look. I like the colonial look. Reminds us of America's past. Even though Nevada became a state during the Civil War, way after the colonial period. I like it. A tier. Louisiana, it's like Nebraska. One of those university towers, except it's way taller. B tier. Mississippi is very similar to Idaho's. It looks like it's trying to do that western look, but not really at the same time. It's a little contrast. I like it. A tier. Florida. So the Floridian state capitol, it's no longer what it shows on the image. It's a massive building. I like the old state capitol way better than the new state capitol. The new state capitol is just a block, but I'm going to have to count both. So Florida, you were once in the high A tier, but now you're C tier. North Carolina, I like it. It's like an old courthouse. B tier. Oregon, oof. I think I need to bleach my eyes after this. It looks like they're trying to build a state capitol, but not. It's like a brick. They didn't finish it. It looks ugly. F tier. South Carolina. It looks like a courthouse mixed with a state capitol, and the dome looks kind of weird. We're going to have to give points for being different. A tier. Montana. Just like a block in the middle, it's like a state capitol. I like it. Not the biggest fan of it, but I like it. A tier. Maryland. Again with the colonial look, I really like it. And I have to give this S tier. It did it way better than Nevada. But Nevada's still good. New Jersey. It's going for that colonial look that Maryland and Nevada did. But it's also going with like that gold top that many others did. I like it. I'm gonna have to give this S tier. Delaware. This is a really colonial look for the first state. I like it a lot. I have to give it S tier. It looks like one of those like courthouses. Looks like Independence Hall in Philly. Oklahoma, standard state capital look. I'm gonna give it C tier. Vermont. It's trying to go for that. It's like a mix of the colonial look, standard state capital, and the Golden Dome. It looks pretty nice. I have to give this A tier. Massachusetts. So this one is really different from a lot of the other ones. It's has a gold top. It's trying to aim for that colonial look, but also like a massive state capital. I'm a really big fan of it. S tier. Maine. It's pretty standard. It's generic. C tier. Washington State. It's different. It doesn't really look too similar to the standard state capital, but you know what? B tier. I don't know, but I can't put words into how this looks. Texas has a really southwest looking, as Texas is. Standard state capital, but made work. S tier. Ohio looks unfinished. Where's the dome? B tier. Pennsylvania it's looking colonial, big, and regular state capital. B tier. South Dakota, way different than its northern counterpart. It's not an office building, it's a regular state capital, but the dome is different. It looks good. B tier. Tennessee, looks like it has a lighthouse on top of it. I like it. B tier. Virginia, it looks like the U.S. Supreme Court. It's way different than all the other ones. I like it. High A tier. Alright, that's the state capital tier list. And if you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. It's just my own opinion. Thanks for watching.